Hi, this is Alec, and today I'm going to show you how to make your SOLIDWORKS assemblies animate. So first, let me show you the assembly that I have created. I'll leave the motion study. And as you can see, I have an axle and two wheels. Pretty basic assembly. The two wheels are identical. And I put some spokes in them so that you can see the wheels turning. Right now the assembly only has one mate because I took care of the important mates in the motion study. If you're doing multiple studies, I would not recommend this. So when you go to create a motion study, take note that it's not in the Evaluate tab. It's instead in the Office Products tab. So you first have to load SOLIDWORKS Motion. And I already have a motion study open. By default, if SOLIDWORKS Motion loads, a motion study automatically loads. So the next very important thing that's kind of, if you don't do this right, your assembly won't animate, is the mates. So for rotation, I have made each wheel mate to the axle by making the center points coincident, and it's very important to check that align axes box. So once this is closed, I also added another mate just to make the wheel flush with the axle over there. Go back here. So now, let's see, let me get rid of the things I have. So in motion you can add a motor, you can add a spring, you can add a damper, you can add a force, you can simulate contact and even gravity and see some plots that are results of the motion study. So I'll get rid of these contacts and the motor that I've added. So now I'll show you how to add a motor. So you'll just click on the motor tab, and there's two types, there's rotary and linear, and I'm going to apply it to the axle. Now for the motion, there are multiple options. There's constant speed, distance, and etc, etc. For this I'll do constant speed, and I'll set it at 25 RPM because I feel like it. You'll see this neat little plot pop up, and I will move it for now. So because of the mates we did, now when we go to run the study here, it'll animate the way it should. And this is because of the mates and that align axes checkbox that I talked about. Now, the next thing I'll do is show you contact. So let's go and simulate contact between the axis and the wheels. So you just click on them, select solid bodies, check. And now these are seen by SOLIDWORKS as being in contact with each other. This is very important if you are trying to animate gears, because if you have two gears that are not in contact and you apply a motor to one of them, it'll spin one and it'll just keep spinning right through the teeth of the other gear. So you need to use contact between the two of them so that SOLIDWORKS knows to turn the gears. So now there's three different types of motion studies. There's animation, basic motion, and motion analysis. Motion analysis being the most complex and calculation intensive. So as you can see, this one's going to run a bit slower to calculate because it's taking a couple more things into account, even though I have not told SOLIDWORKS to do that. So now, let's open up a plot so you can see some results. I'll show a angular velocity plot, and since nothing's really changing, this won't be that exciting, but you can make SOLIDWORKS show you whatever you want. And here's this exciting flat plot of nothing happening because the magnitude is not changing because I used a constant speed motor. And that's pretty much the basics of motion analysis in SOLIDWORKS. There's really a lot you can do with it. You can speed it up and slow it down, and so on and so forth. And that is it. I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching.